today's video we're gonna answer the questions about what? Questions about moving to Canada. So, one question.
Meanwhile.
Di kita iwan sa paglakbay. Food. I'm gonna eat our lunch. Everyone, welcome to my vlog. Oh, our vlog pala. And first, oh. Chicken leg piece. Linukay with custard. Ay, ano ba to? Leche plan pala. Mahat. Mustard. Okay.
Hi everyone! For today's video we're gonna answer the questions about what? Questions about moving to Canada.
So, one question. It is difficult to move to Canada? It is difficult by processing your visa, by going through immigration. Yeah, generally speaking, it's easy to immigrate here in Canada, but the processing of your paper, yeah, it's hard. It takes me about a year and a half to come here with my kids. So, yeah, it's hard. Second question. Why are so many people moving to Canada? Well, first things first. What, Han? Why?
Lots of jobs.
Because there's a plenty of job up here, and they pay you per hour. You're also secured with all the benefits, and yeah, well, it's so easy to find a job up here and live, pay your debt, and something like that. I moved here because I have my family here. My husband is Canadian and he's from Canada, so yeah, we have to be together. Question number 3. Can I get free healthcare if I move in Canada? Well, it depends. If you're moving here as a foreign worker, if you're moving here, yeah, also it depends on what province. I have no idea about that. Oh, really?
We have to pay healthcare in BC.
Oh, yeah. Way back in BC, because we're from BC, we had to pay premium like 200 per month. But here in Alberta, we have a free healthcare. Also, it depends also if your job, for your employee, if they're gonna cover your health care benefits. So, question number 4. Can I move to Canada without job? Well, yes, I think if you're married to Canadian, or your husband is working here and become a permanent resident, then you can move here. Don't worry about finding a job because you're automatically be immigrated here. And and also, what welfare without job, and also get the social welfare benefits too. Yeah. What question now? 5. Can I retire in Canada? Well, I think only citizen and permanent residents is the one who entitled to retire in Canada. If you work in Canada, then yes, you can. But if you're not, and you just come here as a visitor, or okay, question number 6. Can I bring my dog or cat to Canada? Honey, can I bring your dog?
Imagine you can.
Yes, you can. But you have to apply a visa for your dog and cat. Christine, grandma's calling you. Yes, you can bring pets to Canada. It's important that relatively go to the procedure the way they want you, and of course that the food they eat and blah 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 blah. So yes, you can bring your dog or cat in Canada. Yes, it said. I'm cheater. So question number 6.
Oh my god.
Can I bring my bonsai tree to Canada? Oh my gosh. I didn't thought this is a sorry question.
She's looking at something. She's not doing it herself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a question. Sorry. Yes, you can. You can bring your bonsai tree. I don't know why you can, but most likely, I don't think they're gonna grow, and they're gonna. As long as it doesn't spread out, right, honey?
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to bring plants.
Yeah, most likely you're not allowed to bring any like fresh fruits or no. Yes, you have to declare that on the immigration, go with their paperwork, and they're pretty strict when it comes to bringing something goods back from your country, but they're just really trying to protect what?
Well, invasive plants from taking over.
From taking over.
Cactuses were never in North America until they came from Australia.
Ah.
And now they're a big problem in the U.S.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yes and no.
Dandelions were not native to North America either.
Oh yeah, just dandelion is a kind of grass, but you can it's also beneficial as well. But you'll see them like you search through it, it's kind of the yellow flower dandelion, but they're like grass and they're hard to get rid of. That's why Canadian country, they really strict rule about bringing something trees, fresh fruits that it's growing here in Canada. So question number 7. Can I bring my whiskey collection to Canada? Yes, I think. Yeah. I think you only allowed 1 bottle per person going here in Canada. More than that, it has to be per person. So if you bring more than if you bring more than 2, then you have to pay for a tax in the immigration once you move here in Canada. I'm recording. Question number 8. Can I move to Canada without what? Without DUI or criminal record? I don't think so. That's something that they're gonna ask you first is get your criminal record. It's very important for them that
If you get a DUI while you're here, they send you back, so they probably won't allow you in.
yeah, they won't allow you without the DUI because it's very important. It's a very important protocol for the immigration because they really make sure that you're not committed to any crime. You're not gonna be a threat to their citizens. So
What does do?
no, you can't move.
What does DUI stand for?
Driving under the influence.
Driving the influence of alcohol. Yeah, that's really strict rule in here. Like even you text, even one drink, you'll be kicked off. So question number 9. Can I bring my guns to Canada?
No.
Well, yes and no. Well, you have to put license, right, honey? It has to be licensed.
For what?
Gun?
Yeah.
It has to be licensed. If it's not, and that's really strictly illegal, and you I don't think you'll be able to meet wherever you want to go here in Canada because the immigration will gonna kick you back and throw you back in your country. Question number 9. Can I move to Canada to avoid paying student loan? What?
They'll get you when you come back to your country.
What's that?
If they want to come to Canada to avoid paying their student loan in the Philippines,
Yeah.
they'll have to pay it when they get back to the Philippines.
Oh, I see. Yes, you can move, but you still have to own your student loan back in your country. Then you still have to pay it. So, yeah, I think yes and no. And at question number 10. Have more questions about relocating to Canada? Oh, that's not a question. I think I miscalculated my question. But anyway, so yeah, that's the most common question moving here in Canada, and there are more that I can actually answer, but I'm not really professional to answer all this question. So these are the most common question coming here to Canada. Yeah, it is always difficult to move here in Canada. They have a lot of things that you have to consider. Also life changing, also your lifestyle back of your, if you have a very good living in your country, then it would be different here. It depends what country where you're from. So if you came from Asia, then you had to work hard to earn again, to start all over again. Coming to Canada it's like
Credentials aren't recognized.
yeah, your credential is not recognized. So if you were a nurse,
Electrical engineers sweep the sawdust up and clean up.
yeah, it's like if you were a nurse and you had to be caregiver up here. Also, if you want to be like registered nurse, then you have to challenge their exam. So if you're a regular person back from the Philippines, then it is your opportunity to come here because people here most likely are equal. No discrimination, and it is really nice that they don't have discrimination. It's a big deal if you discriminate other people up here, like tell them that they're not good looking, you're so small. Yeah, and if you don't hire people, even because they don't have the background, then or they're old, then short like me. I know I'm short. Yeah, so it is really nice. There's an advantagement coming here. So if you're coming here with all expecting that you get the profession that you have back from your country, then please don't expect that because you'll be disappointed coming here in Canada. But as me, that I don't have any background back in my country, and I have a good job in here, then it's my advantage too. So, and also you won't even hardly notice who has money and who has not, because like I said, living in Canada are totally equal. You don't have the special treatment and so on like this back in your country. You can tell who was the rich one and who was the not one because it's pretty obvious back in the Philippines. And the living here is expensive. It depends on the province as well. Like if you go from British Columbia, you're paying a lot of taxes, and yeah, well, it's always expensive because you are also spending dollars, not convert money from your country. So it sounded that really. Sounded like you're really making money, but you're also paying tax through your wages too. So most likely you're getting only 50% of your wage for the whole what?
Is it?
Yeah. So the question, why a lot of Canadian is on debt? It's just because, like I said, you're paying a lot of taxes, not even including to your job, but also you're paying taxes to your grocery, you're paying for your car insurance, you're paying for your mortgage, you're paying for what?
Your taxes.
Car insurance too, land taxes. Like, you're probably working for the tax. What are the questions?
Can I go to the neighbors?
No, maybe I can go to the neighbor. Yeah, I can go to the neighbor. Don't you want to do our makeup tutorial?
Yeah, I do, but you're taking so long.
It's so early. So, if you're moving to Canada as an immigrant, or you got sponsored by your spouse here, don't worry about it. Like, don't get too nervous going to the immigration once you land in Vancouver or anywhere else in the city, because they're just gonna ask you if you commit a crime and why you're here, and that's all. You just have to say no. Don't say yes, then you're screwed. Oh my god, I have plugged nose. So, how is the weather in Canada? Well, yeah, the weather in Canada, it depends on what you expect in Canada. If you love snow, if you're excited to see snow, then it's good. But, what I call this one? For the summer, it is really, really warm and dry, so your skin will get too dry, and also it depends on province where you are. Like in Alberta, it's not really that too hot in summer because we're living on the hill, like high what, honey?
Elevation.
High elevation. I don't know what's elevation, but high elevation. Yeah, higher above sea level. And if you wanna go like something warmer in Canada, you might wanna move in British Columbia because they have a nice places there. Like go to Kelowna, go to Penticton, go to Soyos, go to Kamloops. They're nice in there. Like they don't get much of a snow, unlike here in Alberta. So why did we move in Alberta from British Columbia? Because of job. My husband got a job here, and so we moved uphill from British Columbia. So, which one I preferred living? Either British Columbia or Alberta? Well, I preferred Alberta. It's just because why? Well, a lot of jobs. Yeah, I got really good job, and also less tax. We don't pay 3 taxes here. And like in British Columbia, it's really hard to find a job. The wage is really, really low. Yeah, that's why. What I love about Canada, is the people are very nice. Like very, very nice people. Like you'll get used to hearing them say, "Oh, I'm sorry. My apology." Yeah, that's what I love about Canada, and also you can easily find a job, no problem, and they healthcare benefits and a lot of things. if I compare the living, well, living here is good because you pay by hour. Unlike back in my country in the Philippines, they pay for a day. And it's getting expensive back in the Philippines because we've been there last March, like I said. We hardly enjoy it because it's really expensive. And yeah, I don't think we can afford to go like for a family because how expensive for the flight too. So how long I've been in Canada? I think I'm almost 6 years now. Almost 6 years, honey, right? Yeah. How long did I married to my husband?
7 years.
7 years. Over 7 years.
8 years. Because it's 2020.
So, did I miss eating like Filipino food? Yes, I do. Seafood. You know, here, like, oh yeah, that's something I don't like about Canada is their foods. Their food is most likely
frozen. Like, no taste. Like, even for the fruits.
even for the veggies. Oh yeah, most of our fruits come from South America, and so it's like they delivered it like how many months, so it doesn't taste really right. And also, like, you can't really grow food here, especially for the season like winter. Like most likely summer is very short, so like I said, we're in Alberta and it's really hard to plant your own food on summer because also the weather, like it below negative at night, so you have to actually install greenhouse if you really want to keep them alive. What is the disadvantage here? I think what I don't like about Canada is people are so busy working and they're not very happy, like unlike Filipino, like even if they don't have nothing like us, we always happy and very content whatever we have. And here in Canada, most likely Canadian are they don't really enjoy themselves. They just go work and home, and we don't even know our neighbor. Oh well, lucky us because our neighbors are very nice people, but most likely you won't even know them at all because they go work, they go sleep, they go to the family, and blah 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 blah. And huh? Oh yeah. And also, I like about Canada too that like for their school, they're really good of minimizing the class. I'm sorry guys, I have a cold. Minimizing the class. It's not over pupils. No, not a lot of students. So like the teacher can actually focus on teaching the kids. And what else? Yeah, the negative as well is just because there are 4 seasons here in Canada, so most likely people get stressed easily. And yeah, if you don't get a lot of sunshine, so you probably prefer to take a lot of vitamins and try to be healthy. What else you eat, and yeah, you really have to chase the sunshine here. Unlike back in the Philippines, that the sunshine is chasing you. So that's all about for now that I shared to you. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about living in Canada, you can always comment down below and hit subscribe. And I hope you guys like these videos with my son being annoying on my back and with the help of my husband about some other information here. I can help you guys answering all the confusion happening in your mind, especially if you guys are ready to move here in Canada or thinking about moving, relocating in Canada. Please just comment down below and click the button. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on my next vlog. Retired in Canada. Again, I'm back to clarify the retirement in Canada. If you are moving here to retired and it depends on your status. If you are a permanent resident or Canadian citizen, yes, you are entitled to move in Canada. But
And get a pension.
yeah, and get a pension too, because especially getting an old age pension, Canadian pension. But if you are from the other country or you're a different nationality and you're moving here for your retirement, then I think also that's excusable to retire here in Canada. But like I said, it is very expensive here, and most of Canadian who retired from their job actually couldn't afford to even pay their own rent or their own food, and that's why they choose to go in the other country where their retirement is actually would be more useful, so, or affordable. Unlike here, it's really hard to survive if you are retired in Canada because of how expensive living in here. So that's clarification that it depends on your status, and it depends if you can afford to retire here in Canada. Oh my god, I burped.